All right, Eliza, we've had a couple of weeks off, but we are back with a bang. Now, you surprised me a couple of weeks ago, but I've got a special guest for the couch today. Now, think biggest judge on the block.
Oh, biggest judge on the block. Oh, Darren?
No, think bigger.
Shayna,
Even
the
bigger.
longest ones.
Even bigger.
Well, Marty Fox, that's the only other
Oh,
one.
Eliza, you're missing the main person.
Oh,
You're always gonna be the one.
Talking of gardens on a bigger scale, landscaper Dave Franklin.
I've had 3 phone calls. There we go.
oh Dave Franklin's bigger. I get it.
Big
Good
dog.
one.
The
Welcome,
biggest
big dog.
Welcome.
The big dog's here.
Welcome to Block Party. All right, shall we go watch the app?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it.
Big dog Dave Franklin, welcome to Block Party.
Well, this is a new experience for me.
I know.
Yes.
It's good fun.
And no doubt your best experience in life yet.
Oh, absolutely.
You have been aligned with the block for how many years again?
I've been like over 13 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you started working for Contestants, landscaping.
Started working with Contestants. I remember I started back, actually I was probably new to, like when I just started my business with Franklin Landscaping. So I think I was actually only 2 years into my business. And I started and we only had 4 guys working for me, and we did Dorcas Street. That was the first one. And I remember, I hand dug that place out, and we did absolutely everything there. And I remember the first person I come across was Keith.
Oh, no.
And I shit myself.
Yeah.
So it was like, just ripped shreds out of me straight
Became
away.
scary, can't he?
And then we become best mates. I learned, become good friends with him, and they
Yes.
might lay off me.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't true, but no, we are still good mates today.
How many years did you do Contestants for? And then
I did Contestants, I think it was up until 2020 or 2020,
right.
21, yeah. So I stopped doing Contestants, would have been, 3 years ago. So I think it was 2020. Last one I did was Sarah and George New Street. That was the last time.
And then you just started helping out with the communal areas.
Always, so always had the communal areas and stuff like that. And then I think that, speaking to the guys, the bosses here at the block there, I've done enough of the contestants' houses. So, and I suppose what they were saying is that you kind of knew how it was planned out.
Yeah.
So it was
Too much of an advantage.
it was a bit of an advantage, to be honest.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was I'm getting older as well. I'm sick of, as you girls would have noticed, you're
so
staying
hard.
up all night. And this is a thing that people always ask you, is it really done in the 7 days? You go, well, it's not 7 days, it's 6.5.
Yeah. And if you've got a public holiday, 1 day less,
no one gets it.
100%. So I'm happy sleeping and doing the common areas. There's not as much pressure, but there always is when you're trying to finish it, if that makes sense. So, but it comes with its own challenges and stuff like that. And obviously, I think moving into getting obviously doing a landscape judge as well is probably the best thing that's
When
happened.
did that start, the landscaping judging?
Last year.
Our year, wonderful.
That's hey, come on, don't go me about the judging.
We need to just circle back on this.
Yeah.
Because
Time to go.
we
So-
truly, no word of a lie, we went into that judging, finishing our backyard,
We were
being
so
like, this is the
arrogant.
most stunning thing
Yeah.
we've ever done. It's so beautiful. We
And you got
absolutely-
I'm sweating here, come on.
we frothed it.
And Dan Foreman was walking around like, I reckon you're in with a real
Yeah, you're in
shot
with a
here.
shot.
I mean, he's full of shit, isn't he?
And then we get to judging, and Mr.
Ripped
Dave
to
Franklin
shreds.
over here ripped to absolute shreds.
Concrete jungle, and the reason, then we subsequently lost the plot. And the reason why we lost the plot was not necessarily because of your feedback. It was because there was lots of explanations for everything. Like, you just want to leave. We would leave post-its for judges saying, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that, we couldn't do this.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted you to know all our explanations for everything. And so we felt like we were marked based on without you guys having all the information.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you got to let that go because it's the block.
Again, look, we are there to judge it, okay?
Yeah.
So, and we got to see it sort of, which is quite raw, and you judge of what you're seeing, obviously. But being a landscaper, we can see what you guys are trying to do.
Yeah.
But maybe you should have left the stick-it notes, post-it
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah, I know.
On the grass.
But I do got to say, look, and I will apologise for this because I saw one of you guys crying, or both of you cried.
Yeah.
My wife went off at me because I made 2 girls cry.
No, but I know, but it truly was like. Judging is fair. It's all fair in love and war, but we just felt hard done by because easement stopped us from, we weren't allowed to do decking, and we had all these big dreams, and so we felt we'd done the best with what we could, and so we just felt disappointed in the whole process.
Yeah.
Part of the
Well, it's a bit
experience.
emotional. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's probably the end of the show.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, you're tired. You're getting used to it, and the last thing you need is a person like me coming in and going, "No, it's not that good."
Well, actually, do you know what? It actually was Marty Fox's comment that he said you will not get a marketing shot in
from
in
this.
this backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So to us, that was like, we were all about endgame. So we were like, shit, if we can't even get a good shot, we're not going to sell our house. That was
Yeah.
where we spiraled. You're so exhausted that you just spiral into all these
And
unrealistic...
you said big things like this jeopardizes the sale
Sale
of
of
your
your
house
house,
and
all
things,
this
and we
shit,
were like,
yeah.
So anyway.
Anyway, on to this season.
Yes.
Yep.
Because you've been down there, you've
Been
seen
down there
it.
a lot, yep.
What are your thoughts so far on everyone's places?
Look, it is. I suppose they're going for like the beach house. Okay, then let's face it, they're bigger than the normal shack.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so it's a house. So you
Yeah.
used to say beach house, a
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
house beach sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You know,
Beach mansion.
Beach mansion, you would say that. Look, I like all of them. I mean, look, everyone does love the 2-story place up the front there, Mimi and Christians.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. I just don't just for me, I'd like a beach house that's, you know, you open, it's nice and long, and that's, you know, you're meant to come in, you know, with your thongs and
Yeah.
drop sand everywhere
Yeah.
instead of going upstairs, downstairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for me,
Yeah.
easeability of having it spread out. So house 1, 2, 3, I
Yeah.
like. To be honest, look, I'll come back with Kylie and Brad. So like at house 4, look, I love the kitchen, what she's
Yes.
done there.
Stunning.
And you know, I don't mind what they've done in their house. Like I think they got criticised a lot. You know, but the house is definitely could be the dark horse, pardon the pun. You're right,
Totally, yeah.
but it could be a dark horse
Yeah.
there. You know, one of the things that I would suggest, you know, what I would personally go for would be like, the house 3 or house 4, because I wouldn't like the through traffic coming past my
Yeah.
house.
The
So,
noise and...
well, it's house 2 for me. You open the front door and you're looking straight at the spa and straight at the pool.
Yeah.
So the worst thing that is that I'm trying to get away from my kids. I'm older now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear kids.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
so when you open the front door,
True.
you know, I wouldn't like that. But have they got a beautiful backyard and a beautiful house? They have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very hard to judge each one. But for me, I'd probably take the boys because it's the most simple one
Yeah.
to add your own part.
So
to.
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
Most
So,
inoffensive,
yeah,
blank canvas.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can get in there and sort of, they've done enough, but you know, is it the best there? Probably not. But to put your own style in there, easy to do.
Yeah.
So it's easy for the landscape as well at the same time. Plus, they got the boat too.
Yes,
Yeah.
the bar crusher.
Yeah.
And, like,
So-
yeah, lots
Added
of toys,
value.
Lots
yeah,
of toys.
and I'll guarantee you that'll sell because of this boat. I reckon. So-
Yeah. Well, they've all got their own thing, the houses, don't they? Like
Yeah.
some people want 2 stories in Mimi's and
Yeah.
Christians. But then do you look at a house and do you look at how much does the landscaping impact you?
Yeah, look, a lot. I suppose what you want to do, and you know, my kids are a lot older now, but when you have got young kids, you want them obviously in a safe area. So they've got everything down there. You're talking the basketball courts, you've got the pool, you know, like, and you've got to say, like, you know, what you guys have all done with the clubhouse. I mean, that's out of this world.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, to get all that,
Elite.
and then you've got like tennis court, pool, spa, everything there. You can sit yourself there with the family, have 2 weeks down there, and it is a resort. You know,
got
you don't
everything.
you don't
You
have
don't
to
need
go.
to leave.
Yeah, that's like rain, hail, shine.
Yeah.
Shut the front gates up there. Kids, go.
Yeah.
Do whatever. I'm over here having a beer.
So you obviously were responsible for doing the main communal area this
Yep.
year. So that was a big pool, spa, tennis court?
Did you
Tennis
do
court.
the yeah,
yeah,
you did that too.
we did tennis court. We redid the tennis court. So we did all of that sort of area. We actually, where the spa was, believe it or not, it was actually like a little kiddies pool before. So it was only like a 300 mil deep pool.
cool, yeah.
And we said, rightio. And we spoke with the guys at for the block, and we said, well, we'll put the Channel 9 dots in there.
Yeah.
So they're in the bottom of the spa. But the spa can fit easy 15 to
Really?
15 people easy in there.
way.
So it's heated up like all the time at 38 degrees. So we redid all the pool area, and then we did extra paving. So you can still, the way that we did it was built for 5 houses, so you can have like, you know, a couple over there, a couple over
Yes.
here, and stuff like that.
It's bougie.
I love saying bougie
Gorgeous.
too. So
It is bougie.
Really got it all. And then obviously we came back to help.
oh, you guys brought it home.
Well,
Would you ever believe that we would be called All Stars?
It's a solid and not maybe. It's, I don't know. It's that appropriate to describe us as
Well,
that.
it's not appropriate if you're talking about renovations.
Renovation
but
talent.
Vibes. We brought the
Vibes.
vibes.
The vibe.
Yeah.
Yep. I've seen
Yeah.
a movie that's about the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we're
Well,
all about vibes.
the other All Stars brought the talent,
Yeah.
yeah.
the skills, and the knowledge. And yes,
brought
we
fun.
were there for
All right.
fun.
So I've got a question for you.
Great.
All right. So Now, Ronnie and Georgia, okay, so this is what the first time you worked against them
Yep.
as well. So how did you find that? Because I know he's very controversial and he's a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
All right, so he'll do anything to
We
just...
kind of love that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I froth that.
Yeah, we thrive
Yeah.
on it.
We were there for a good time, not a long time. We put up our hands and said, boys, because Ricky and Hayden we were with, you
Yeah.
know, we aren't really going to do much bar cater, probably.
Yeah.
And so...
And have fun and walk
and have
around and
fun,
see
but-
all our friends that
but
we
were-
miss.
And we were a good match because that's all they needed, because that's what they're about
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, everyone else really got stuck in and did lots of
We
hard
definitely did
work
the
and
least amount of work.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Tam.
My God, they are
you've never
Trojans.
seen workers like them. Jimmy and Tam were supposed to be teamed up with Kylie and Brad, and obviously
Yeah.
they left, so they were left to their own devices. And boy, did they get stuck in.
Yeah.
Then we had Elisa and Lysandra with Mimi and Christian.
Steph and John with Courtney and Grant.
Yeah.
Us with the boys.
And no.
Oh, and Ronnie and Georgia with the girls.
Oh yeah, with the sisters,
Yep.
With
Maddie
the
and
sisters.
Charlotte.
Yep.
So that was just the perfect match. Everyone had their perfect match, and it was amazing because everyone else did a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to be watching the episode where, we're back. Lucky for you, Dave, you get to see us back on screen.
Again.
As well as yourself.
Yeah.
Where we're helping out with the, communal areas. And, we see
we crown the winner
results.
of the communal space.
Yeah.
And if you win, you get $50,000 off your
reserve,
reserve.
which is pretty...
All right, let's watch.
All right,
Let's
let's
watch.
do this. All right.
Oh,
Young they are.
well, we...
Yeah.
They're hard workers. Oh, we're the only ones that haven't won at the
Probably,
All
yeah.
Best People.
Oh, here you are.
That's all they could say about us, that we're funny.
Oh, that's all we can do.
Yeah,
Adrian.
that's all we did, bring.
I don't like giving up airtime though. They will take
Your
away,
own
They will
airtime.
take away from our airtime.
Oh, wow.
See, she says that as a joke, but she's being serious.
Are you kidding yourself?
Episodes. We only got 2 episodes.
Try to watch. Jeez. She's not doing a lot, is she?
No.
They're a good pairing.
Yeah, very good.
You gotta love Ronnie.
I
though.
do.
You
I really do.
I-
And they were so organised.
They're like done. They were done like
Yeah.
3 days early.
Yeah. Remember how I said that colour's ugly? Is that the
Yeah.
undercoat? And they're like, no, this is the colour.
You're hopeless. You are hopeless.
First thing we need to acknowledge is the fact that all they could say about us in the intro was, these girls are funny. Everyone else is like, architect to the stars.
Creating empires.
Creating empires.
No, and
These
girls-
girls are funny.
No, it was girls getting coffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
and
That's what you.
Boy,
That's
and
what
taking
you did.
selfies.
Sorry, but that's what
We are.
did.
It's true.
Really?
No, but do you know what? We did get the boys in line. We did
Sorry,
paint.
when we say we, this is all I cleaned their whole entire house. I painted their ensuite. I did everything. You did shit all.
No, I did a bit of stuff.
What did you do,
I
out of
painted
interest?
and
Well,
shopped.
You were afraid
Shopped.
of heights, so couldn't
was afraid of
even
heights.
paint on a ladder.
And it was all, we had to paint the ceiling.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of heights, so I just had to pass
Let's be
tools.
honest, you're not the tallest either.
No, exactly. So,
big
like,
ladder.
anyway, again, it's all about morale.
And moving forward, we use Liberty, not we. It's either me, I,
You slacked off a
or
little
you.
bit.
I beg your pardon. I did
I'm
not.
looking at the footage here, and I'm just seeing the both of you doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing. I know.
Okay?
See? Yeah.
And you
I
wa-
did
and,
more, though.
And you said before you want to be all stars, or you've invited yourself
we-
back onto the block.
And
like-
sorry, Jimmy and Tam doing that on their own, and they literally, I think, finished at least 24 hours before the rest of us, and they were offering everyone else help.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At one point we looked over at Jimmy and he had a roller literally the size of my arm span.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he painted a wall in 30 seconds.
We literally walked in
Yeah.
and walked out again and came back in a minute later,
And the room
and it
was
was
finished.
done. We were
Yeah,
like,
right.
And I was using little rippers. But to turn it around in a week.
yeah, pretty
Unbelievable.
phenomenal.
Obviously, being a tradesman, looking at the finishes though, like let's get it right. Like
Yeah.
this is some of the best stuff I've ever seen on the
seen,
block,
yeah.
Isn't
and
it
just this
spectacular?
club room alone, like obviously the cinema room as well. Like that was very hard to like going into there. That's just walking through. You're like, what the? It's
That's
unbelievable.
Up there with Crown.
Oh,
Like,
if
it's
not
not
better.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, put it on because
Okay.
it's there right now.
How many Curcios does it take to fix a vanity?
They are the best tilers.
Yeah, they are. Oh, God love Marty.
So cringe.
All right, here we
Oh my
go.
God.
Jesse and Paige, they look fresh, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
How strange to meet the contestants you replaced.
Oh, it's bizarre.
Yeah, I know.
But they're so sweet, the girls. Like, they wouldn't have made it awkward or
No.
like, they wouldn't have been arrogant. How much healthier and happier Jesse looks. He's got colour in his face. They don't owe Gaz. Sorry, Ado, you owe Gaz.
Yeah.
You stole the tiles.
Oh,
Turtle time.
I remember this. You idiots. Look at you. Hey, do you remember? I saw you guys pick this out.
Oh my God, I've never been so relieved in my life to finish the block. Like, these guys are all like, oh, how sad. And I was like, thank fuck, this is done.
I was going to say, like, obviously, see, I've been there for the last days before, but I haven't put in as much effort, like,
Yeah.
for the whole 12 or 13 weeks that it generally goes for. But I was just going to say, the relief, though, you must have had and finished it. You would have just gone, I want to go to bed for 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously.
2 weeks.
We went to Bali for a week and,
And just
literally
literally laid
sat
flat.
on our announcers
Yep.
And
and
drank
did nothing.
cocktails.
Okay, an interesting thing in that part, Jesse and Paige coming back.
I think it's nice they came back, saw everyone, and everyone could see that they're doing all right.
I think it is too, but it's just interesting after everything that's kind of come to fruition over watching the season
While
back.
it's airing.
I wonder, would they, having watched what they've watched now and how they've reacted, would they have actually come back?
True. Good question. I mean, look, I think we were saying just before, you know, for them, you've got to have a bit of, I suppose, not resentment, but with yourself, you'd be like, what have I let go on?
I know,
mean, you
it'd be
get a chance
hard.
out of, what is it, there's 40,
win
50,000
a shitload
to
of
get on
money.
to get on the block, you know, to get so far through and then to leave.
Sometimes you just need like an hour to reset.
Yeah,
Like
you just don't get
I
that.
think they obviously needed longer to reset, and it was healthy for them to leave.
Yep.
And I don't think that they'll regret that necessarily, because look how much happier and healthier they look
Yeah.
now. It's a difficult journey, Dave, because you experience the filming, then you relive it all freshly while
Yeah.
you're watching the episode.
So you have
Yeah.
all these secondary emotions.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Well, I was going to say, so, and this is the truth, and so obviously, you know, working on this show and seeing what happens, this is probably the most overproduced show you've seen. Like you guys, you've got 2-3 cameras on you every day, 24 hours a day. For you to leave the show and then bang, stop, and then you're in the normal life,
Yeah,
Weird.
It's
it
weird.
must be a weird thing
It's the
because you're sort of
weirdest.
waking up, waiting, going, oh, hi, how are you going?
Yeah,
I know.
What's going on? You
Yeah.
know, sort of
Bizarre.
And it must be sort of like a detachment that must be hard for you guys to go through.
Oh
It is
God,
strange.
it's the strangest time.
But luckily for us, we were ready at each moment.
Yeah.
We were ready to leave, finish filming. We were ready to stop airing.
ready
we
to
were just-
sell our house. Like we,
yeah, we
sort
were
of became
ready.
a bit disconnected with the house in the end. So we, like,
But
Yeah.
yeah, but with Paige and Jesse, I think that their hand was forced a little bit in terms of like they just couldn't stay for their health.
well, they just couldn't. It just wasn't good. Yeah, it's not.
So-
it wasn't the right thing.
But
for them.
yeah, they probably a day later were like, "Oh, we're good now. We could
Yeah,
come
we
Yeah.
could
back."
come back.
But
Yeah.
Well,
don't
you can't,
get-
and that's
yeah.
it. So, I mean, and before we start watching the end of this, I mean, like Maddie and Charlotte, they were fantastic. You know, like I'd be sort of like, would be pretty weird,
awkward.
you know, and then sort of like, well, hey, what do you think what I've done in this
Yeah.
house? And they'll go, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Also, the turtle gear. We actually got you involved
we
in
did.
the
You
turtle
did,
gear.
you did. And,
So we were sent to buy plants, and we had a very small budget, and we decided to blow the whole budget on a turtle, which we never
As a
planned,
joke.
as a joke, which we never planned to use. And then we went around to you, Duncan, the boys builder, and everyone, and said, if the boys ask, say that you think
You
that
love
this
it.
turtle is stunning, because
And
it
because
needs a
you're
bit
the
of-
landscaping guy, we're like, your opinion will mean a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh look, I'm going to put turtles in
Yeah.
every garden.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
now
You
on.
were
like-
I mean,
you were
this is the new black in landscaping, of course.
yeah, but
I
you were
mean,
like,
really,
I wish
come on.
I'd thought of the turtle.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
the girls got me onto this.
Yeah,
That's
well,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, so you'll
And
see
the award
turtles.
goes to Franklin Landscapes for the
turtle.
revolutionary, as I say,
Revolutionary.
the new black in landscaping.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you'll see on all Dave Franklin's project moving
Oh,
forward,
yeah,
there'll be
but
turtles.
that's
So
like
don't,
turtle.
Don't bother hiring him if you don't want a turtle in your yard.
turtle here on out.
Turtle tortoise.
Yeah,
Sorry,
tortoise.
that's
Tortoise.
tortoise.
Oh,
That's
what's the
that's
difference, honestly? But yeah, so we got
Turtle
everyone
tortoise.
in it. Steph, we tried to get Steph
In on it?
and she was really struggling to lie because she's like,
This is not on brand for me to like a turtle.
My opinion means everything to everyone. So like, I need to be truthful. And we're like, Steph, don't ruin this.
Yeah.
But the boys, bless them, they ran with it. They were going to let us put it in, and it was truly heinous.
It was the most heinous thing. And then they put it in the. Didn't they put it in?
I was
Yeah,
going to say,
in the
where did it go?
Yeah,
It
I
went
think
in
they
the,
took
like,
it back to the place that was
in
from.
that roof roofed area
pergola thing.
that you had in your
Oh,
area.
these too?
Yeah.
See, I've used it in my garden. There you go.
I think
So you did love it.
you
Hey,
inherited it.
Mate, I love it. It's bougie.
Yeah.
See?
Pizza oven and stuff, you would have done all that?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I think
Yeah.
what they've done there, absolutely smashed it out of the park. Having the pizza oven there, having
Yeah.
the barbecue there,
Yeah.
having all of that, and it's quite a nice, like as I say, quite a nice apron and bench that they sit it all on. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I actually do know Pat from Polito Ovens there, and he especially did that custom for that pizza, for that there,
yeah.
for the blocks. So,
bloody
stunning.
and that one you can cook full big pizzas and roasts and stuff like that. So,
All right.
All right, let's
Now
go.
we've got our little surprise. We're going to score what we think
You get to be a
Oh.
judge again.
of the
Oh, really?
space, and I've got some chalk for you.
Which is going to be hard when it comes to our space, isn't it? Because
I'll just say it as
well,
it is,
because
like last year.
I am giving Maddie and Charlotte an 8.5 this week. I thought it was an absolutely stunning, practical, functional space. But yeah, I'm a bit the same with the indoor space. I just don't know whether it would be utilised as much. So that's why they just get a 1.5 marks off.
that's harsh.
Wow.
I'm giving Maddie and Charlotte a 9.3. I personally do not know what else I would have done with that space, but I also, aesthetically, it's not a 10 for me, but it's a 9.3 because it's almost there. Having said that, again, I don't know what I would have done differently.
Well, me, 8.5. Okay. Obviously, look, I love the barbecue, love everything that they've done there. The outdoor room, to be honest, would probably be the one that I don't think would work. I think it should be a games room. But other than that, it's absolutely been knocked out of the park for the barbecue area, what they've done.
You guys are harsh.
Whoa, you said judge it as it is.
Yeah,
You wait
no,
till I
but
judge-
you got to
you wait
judge.
till I judge you.
You
again.
do you, but harsh. That's stunning.
It
I don't
is
get that
stunning.
weird bed.
The bench is weird.
That bit, I don't get that.
Impractical.
I don't really get the baths either, but okay, that looks amazing.
It is amazing.
Isn't it?
What is that?
A bench.
It's
Heated
a bench.
You just sit there.
You know what's heated?
Yeah, but you normally got to wait to go in and use stuff when you go into a day spa, eh? So that might be the waiting area.
Yeah, I don't get it. What is that? An ice bar?
No, they're not
No.
actual ice baths, they're normal baths.
Normal baths, but you can put the
put
salt
ice.
in. Oh, you can put ice in there. You can have an ice bath.
Oh, a bit dog's
That is
breakfast.
the finishes.
wow.
Dog's breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness me.
I would never have allowed that in my space.
I'm giving Courtney and Grant and Steph and John a 9.5. Stunning space. I mean, who has a day spa in their little area, on the block, full stop? I just, the heated bench for me is just a weird thing. For me, seeing it in person, it just felt like
Waste
a
of
hard,
space.
cold, even though it's heated, waste of space. So that's your half mark off, but otherwise perfection.
I'm giving Courtney and Grant a 9.3. It's no better nor any worse than Maddie and Charlotte's. Don't understand the weird big trophy bench situation.
A 9.3.
A 9.3.
Well, I'm going to give them a 9 again. So I think that is absolutely stunning what they've actually done there. I'd have to say again, like the seat there when you're coming into it, I don't really get that part. So other than that, I'm sort of with the girls here. The finishes there were a little bit crappy, I suppose. But other than that, it's a 9. Good on you.
Do you know what they needed? Do you know what they needed?
What do they need?
A massage table.
Yeah.
Because then you can bring your masseuse in
Yeah.
and have a massage. They also need,
A
in
wine
this
fridge.
whole complex, well, a wine fridge,
Yep.
but a gym.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a gym in one of those spaces.
I think you've nailed it
Yeah.
there because we have gone it's like a wellness centre
Yeah.
really there. But you're right, there's no gym there. And obviously the boys love their gym. Well, Rick especially loves
Yes.
his gym. So I would have thought there would have been a gym in the house or that,
Yeah.
but you have not seen it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
What's this thing?
She does that all the time.
I do love those couches.
So
around.
nice.
Yeah. Perfect.
So cute. I beg your pardon, Shane.
Well done, Spence.
Yeah, on your
No, he's done a fantastic job.
Stunning. That is so nice. If I do say so myself.
Well done, girls. Well, there you go.
Now, there's not much to be said about this space. Let's just score because
No,
it's
but
very
can
obvious.
I just say, Shayna's feedback there should have been something in those vases. Oh my God. We had a discussion at length about this, and the Cocoa Republic people who
Yeah.
know their stuff, they said, you cannot put, I said, do I put branches?
Yeah.
They're like, you do not
Flowers.
put anything in there. Do not, whatever you do, put anything
And then
in
they
there.
said, put lemons in the bowl. They
Like,
literally gave us all of those styling tips. Not
and-
to give Cocoa Republic any sort
No,
of...
I back Cocoa
yeah,
Republic.
same.
Shayna, no,
Yeah.
I can't allow
slow
it.
down. Listen to you two. You're like really excited about this, and
We're very
you're not liking the feedback.
No.
As Shayna said, you're not known for your styling.
I know, but that's why we
Okay.
trusted Cocoa Republic, and I still back what they told us.
Yeah.
I think it was stunning.
Yeah.
Sorry, anyway,
Look,
let's
I've
go.
got to say, look, come on, there's a big shout out, as they said, to Spence.
Spence.
Who did that? I mean, like, you were given a gift for that
Unbelievable.
roof as well, all right? So-
Yes, the foundations were there and we just polished them.
All right.
I'm giving Ricky and Hayden and Eliza and Liberty 1 trillion out of 10. Best room, best space I've ever seen on 20 years of the block. There's nothing more perfect. Nothing beats perfection. It would have been 1,000,001,000 if they'd kept the turtle in there, but it'll just have to stay at 1 trillion.
I'm giving Eliza and Liberty a 10, and Ricky and Hayden obviously helped a little bit too. What a beautiful space. You can't beat perfection.
That's exactly what I said, but sure.
Did you say that? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
All right. This is going to be hard.
Oh,
No.
here you go.
I'll give you guys a 9.5.
Okay,
all right?
What's
great.
the half off for?
The half is just for having to sit next to you guys
Yeah,
and listen
fair
to you
call.
go about the
And
whole
also,
thing.
you
I
really
go,
liked the turtle as well.
Yeah.
The tortoise.
The tortoise.
I like the tortoise, okay. I do like to say that I'm kind of with Shane. It could have been styled a little bit more, just say. But the absolute, as we said, the outdoor roof that you were given from Spence, the paving, the fireplace, I think the fireplace is absolutely amazing. I would have liked to seen probably a little bit more colour with the pots or something. But other than that, 9.5.
Good plant choosing though, wasn't it?
Good plant choosing.
And the
Plants, you are
coconut
from
rough
South
thing, what is it
Australia,
called?
aren't you?
That, what is the stuff that you put on top of the
the
coconut?
coconut rough.
Coconut
Husk.
rough.
Yeah.
Oh, sure,
Husk.
I'll take the half off then.
Good lollies. So good lolly selection in the corner.
There's no lollies left.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, what do you do with all those different spots? Like, she's killed it.
So what on? So that's not in the race. Or
No, because Kylie and Brad left.
and that was their
Space.
Really? Very homely man.
very
warm.
nice. Lux.
Oh, I'd rather money.
I know.
What do you reckon of Kylie and Brad not being there?
Look, to be honest, I think they should have been there for sure. I mean, obviously they've got some issues to deal with themselves. So I mean, hopefully they get through it, and hopefully they can come back to the auctions and do what they have to do. I mean, they got right to the end. So
It's such a
it'll be,
shame that
you
they're
know,
not there. Like,
But it's been obviously very controversial,
Yeah.
this block. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got Paige and Jesse that's left. And then all of a sudden, you know, you've got House 4, you know, that's Brad and Kylie, that's left as well. But, you know, hopefully they can come back. Look, as I said, like all in all, their house there, I think that, you know, in all honesty, I think House 1 to me sort of stands out. Everyone loves House 1. House 4,
girls, yeah.
everyone hates House 4, but I think it's just that dark horse that could
Yeah.
do
I
it.
think it's great for the show,
Essentially,
Kylie
yeah.
and Brad's house. Do you reckon they should still be in the running to win the block, having not been there for the final week?
I
of
think so.
Communals?
I think they've
Okay.
done enough.
all right, I'm giving Jimmy and Tam a 9.5. I think it's pretty much perfect, but I think the alfresco was better.
Yeah.
So you have to give half a point off. That's the only feedback I have. Jimmy and Tam, absolute weapons, workhorses, amazing.
Jimmy and Tam as people, 10.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Tam's work ethic,
10.
Jimmy and Tam's room, 9.5, just because, as Liberty aforementioned, the alfresco's better.
Well, controversial, 10 for me. And I'll just say this is the first 10 I've ever given as a judge.
Wow,
on the
way
block.
big.
Reason being, they did do it by themselves. So it was
Yeah.
a 9.5. I give them an extra 0.5 because they did it by themselves.
Fair.
I think it offers absolutely everything you want for a beach house or going down there. You know, especially for someone my age. It's got the pool table, it's got the whiskey bar, it's got the car sim. You know what? And you can lock the doors and keep yourself in there by yourself.
Yeah.
So it's a
Heaven.
10 out of 10 for me. Well
Well
done.
done, Jimmy and Tam.
Last one.
stunning.
Oh.
Oh, is it?
They hate that stuff photo. That's gorgeous. We'll just party mode.
Let's go to a different vibe.
I am giving Mimi and Christian and Alyssa and Lysandra a 10 out of 10. That room is some absolutely stunning, perfect gear. It's not quite as good as the alfresco because nothing ever will be. But I gave that 1 trillion, so they can have 10 out of 10. Yeah, you've never seen anything like it in your life. Heaven.
I'm giving Mimi and Christian and Elisa and Lysandra 9.9. And I feel like you've really betrayed the team by giving them a 10. Because
Okay,
it's
that's
not
1
quite as
trillion
good
though,
as
so-
the alfresco. But it's close to perfection.
Betrayed the team. Come on, really. 9.8 for me. Only reason because I think Jimmy and Tam deserve a clean winner, sorry. But as for that, but definitely one of those rooms there that you walk in, obviously opening up the cupboards and walking through there, it's an OMG moment.
Yeah.
It's just wow. Like the finishes are fantastic. Having the different coloured fridge lights and stuff like that, yeah, whatever. That's probably
Secret
No,
entry is
That's
cool.
so
Secret
cool.
entry
Yeah.
is so
anyway,
cool.
but absolutely knocked it out of the park. The two girls and Mimi and Christian did an absolutely fantastic job.
It's a classy, beautiful, amazing, well curated
Yep.
space, but it's no alfresco.
Okay, so we'll go to the scores, but who do we think is going to win? I personally think the cinema.
Yeah, based on what the judges say, the cinema.
The
But
alfresco
do you
should,
reckon-
obviously, but
I think Jimmy and Tams definitely should have sort of won there, but I mean the cinema is right up
Yeah.
there. Like, I think those two there, and look, no offense, girls. I mean, like as I said, you
None
did bring
taken,
the
I guess.
tortoise, but
Yeah.
but
So you reckon us third?
yeah, definitely third.
Okay.
I mean, look, to be honest, it was so good. All of them,
All of them were so good.
was really,
Yeah.
really good. I think that the worst one that I would judge would be obviously like the barbecue area because
Yeah.
it's in like that outdoor room. But again, in saying that, I mean, come on, if that's the worst
I
thing
know,
that you can judge on,
exactly.
yeah, like
It's
there's
going
no,
pretty good.
There's no spot in that place that you're going to sit
Yeah.
there and go, oh my god, I hate this.
Yeah.
I've got to get out of this spot here.
Such tough competition.
All right, let's watch the.
Let's watch it.
Look at all the 10.
Thanks to Disney Plus, is with a perfect score.
Wow.
Robbed!
We came last.
That's bullshit.
Did ya?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
came last.
Was the tortoise?
Bloody tortoise.
No, it was because the tortoise wasn't in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh. Wow.
We never would have been able to create that.
That's
All right,
amazing.
We came dead last. That's bullshit.
Wait on, I just want to see this. Wait on.
And just a point behind them, a
here we
ring.
go.
A whole point!
All right.
Well, we were absolutely robbed.
Gypped.
Absolutely robbed.
Well, the score wasn't that bad, girls.
We
okay?
lost. We came last by a whole point. We were a
whole
whole point
point is a
behind
lot
the fourth
in
person.
Blockland.
Like, that is garbaggio.
It's like you're reliving it again.
I know.
No, I'm even angrier now than I was then.
Yeah.
Seeing the spaces
The-
again.
The judging doesn't lie.
No, it does.
It
you
does
lied
lie.
in our season to backyard. They're lying.
You're all lying. But well done to Elisa and Lysandra and
Look,
Mimi and Christian.
Look, they were absolutely sensational spaces. You know, as I
were.
said, like everyone there should be happy with what they're getting. You know, if you're going to be a buyer of one of these houses there, I mean, that is a standout. Just
Yeah,
having
God,
that
yeah.
the clubhouse alone is a standout. Let alone getting the pool, tennis court, spa, and all that sort of stuff. And then you've only got your own pools and your own massive houses as well. So, you know what? Someone's going to be pretty lucky.
So, having watched that and having seen the houses, etc., who do you think is going to win?
What do you think's going to happen at auction?
I reckon the boys are going to take it out.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel that I think Batelli's going to go down there and take the boys out there. I don't know, I've got this feeling that that's where it is. Again, being in so many VIP nights and stuff, like everyone's saying 99% of people are telling me house number
The
one.
girls. That's what we think.
Yeah, we think the girls are going to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've just got a feeling in our waters. We don't
Yeah.
know anything.
Yep.
I also think that Portelli,
We'll
Mr.
buy them
Portelli
all.
would be a smart man to
Yeah.
buy them all as
Yeah.
an investment.
Yeah.
But who knows what will happen, to be honest.
It's-
Anything can happen.
We certainly did not know what was going to happen when we sat down in those auction chairs. We had no idea. So
Yeah.
anything, could happen.
Anything
I'm so
can happen.
excited. Now, Dave, thanks so much for coming. It's been just a joy to have you. What a wonderful way to finish. And if we do this series again next year, of course you'll be back, won't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, 100%. I mean,
Only
there's
if we're there, you'll be back.
Yeah.
well, I can't get a word in, to be honest. I thought I'd talk a lot, but this one, and you as well at the same time.
Yeah.
I think we filmed the other day. I got 40 minutes with you, 27 minutes with you. that's a whole season really from
I
one of our
know.
shows. So, but I've had fun with you girls, and
Very
I'll
fun.
definitely come back.
Thank you so much. Now, we have got a balcony we need you to landscape for us. So,
Well, I'm going.
And we're not very good at doing herbs, so we need you to put some herbs in for us.
Yeah.
I've had my phone
All
call.
right.
No, no,
Let's go to the
I'm going.
garden.
I'm going
Off
out
to
of
the
here.
garden.